Hello viewers, my name is Hansen Ime John, the leader of a great team. Your wonderful YouTube page, which you built on leaders, we motivate on future leaders. We set a goal, how to become a successful leader, and what you should watch and what you need to know about leadership. And before I will go ahead, please try your best to subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment, ask questions if there is need to ask questions, share to encourage us to do the more. And today, I present to you a wonderful topic: who a leader is and what you can find out from a leader. A leader is an individual that solve challenges and accept challenges, solve problems, and move ahead. Every given leader that give excuses, afraid of challenges, afraid of problems, is not yet come to a lifeline to become a leader. Every given successful leader is in need of problem to solve. Problems of all corners and problems of all sections. What makes you a leader is when you're able to solve the problems of your follower, and that makes you a successful leader. A good father is a man that answers the need and the question of his children wherever he comes. He's not a man that selects some set of problems to handle, some set of problems to solve. A good father takes care of all the family needs. Likewise, a leader. If you're a good and a successful leader, you are equal to the task to solve all the problems of your people. Problems of different angles, problems of organization, religious problem, sectional problem, problem of all types. Good leaders does not apportion blame to anybody, no matter the mistakes of an individual. When once you agree a position of a leader, you are set to take responsibility of everybody. Then you push ahead. You do what is needful. What a good leader do always is how to provide solution to problems. Either the problem is on ground or it's not there. Either the problem has occurred, it's not there. What you do every given time is solution. When once you have a solution to give in a country, if you're a leader of a country, you have economical solution, you have a political will, you have a regional will, you have different types of problems. Well, once you become a leader, you are in position to solve all these problems. How can you become a qualified leader? A qualified leader is a man that have knowledge and wisdom about, that have knowledge about his people, that he wants to control. A man that does not have a knowledge about his people cannot become a good leader. A father that does not have a knowledge about his children cannot be a father. How can you be a father without having knowledge about your children? Good father have knowledge about children. Good father have knowledge about the wife. And that is how a successful family to be. And also a good leader have knowledge about his people. What is their people need? What is the problem of the people? There is no nation of the world above problem. There is no nation of the world above challenges. There is no how a successful family will be without challenge. Every family has challenge, every family have trouble. What makes a family to become nice and become successful is when a father is able to fix all those challenges. A good father is a leader. Good members of the family are good leaders. Why do we have a challenge in our nations today? Is because people do what is not needful to do. A good leader do what is right at all times. Good leaders take responsibility, decide on it, and march on. And once you put all these things in places, life goes on. The society will be able to work well and work good to everybody, and those that follow and those that spearhead the leadership position. Remember, good leader does not throw blame. Good leader does not crucify those that question him or cause issues. What a good leader do is to look for a balanced system to flow. A balanced system to flow where your followers are giving you the 100% record, audience record of what you want. We want this is done, we want these things is put to place, you become a successful one. It's very easy to lead, but a man that does not have good knowledge cannot lead. This should be what that we should center on. An ignorant man cannot lead those that are not ignorant. You must have knowledge of all your system that you want to run. Never you force any man to leadership position. Remember, in our course of our discussion, we discussed what a good leader should focus on. And these are part of my system that I will keep on saying always. A good leader, we have 3 types of leadership. And after today's record, go back to our former record and check. We have leader by force, which is a terrible to any family to have that of leader, or any nation. Even an organization to have that of leader by force. And we expand. We have leader by practice, and we also have leader by bait. Leader by force is a man that does not have knowledge of leadership. What the man is interested is the fruit that come out from the position of leader. It's not there to sacrifice people. It's not there to sacrifice. It's not there to make a name. It's just there to destroy. It's just there to build itself. And remember, a good leader builds environment and also builds itself. A bad leader only builds itself and destroys the environment. And remember, wherever you find yourself in position, either in an organization, in the church, in wherever you find yourself, if you only build yourself without building the environment, a day will come that the environment will become your enemy. And when the environment becomes your enemy, you do not have any way to lead again. That is why you must develop the environment. An healthy environment produces an healthy leader. A sick environment produces a sick leader. When you need to have a good, successful leader, you must have good environment. Well, once you have a healthy environment, you cannot have a leader by force. A leader by force only destroys environment that others have built. To build himself, to build his pocket, and create confusions and trouble for people that follow. And after that, he do not care who is crying or who is not crying. A leader by bait are those people that say, yes, thank God, my dad is a director, my father is a bishop, we have king in our lineage. Once I come out, they will give me the kingship title. It's in our lineage. He will do whatever he wants to do. He does not have knowledge about the kingship. He does not have knowledge about the position he's occupying. What is after that is their birthright. May I tell you that leadership is not any man's birthright. It's when once you are able to answer the calls of the position, that makes you a good and a successful leader. It's not by birth, it's not by sentiment, it's not by lineage, it's not by tribe. Anybody can become a leader based on your mindset, based on your focus, based on where you're going. And the wonderful type of leadership that I commend in life is leader by practice. Leader by practice, number one, you must be a successful follower. A man that is not a successful follower cannot be a good leader. You must be a successful follower in an organization, in a nation, in a community, in a family. A good child of the family become a good father. A bad child in a family become a bad father. That is why you cannot give what you do not have. In leadership, you give what you have. Leadership becomes so simple as ABC. By accepting, believing that you can do it, then courage and nature. But once you have courage, you push all together and you become a successful leader. A leader by practice is a man that practices all what he saw, all what he witnessed, rehearsed all what he wants to be, writing down goals to satisfy the needs of his people, the needs of organization. A man that just been brought into organization cannot be a good father. That is why some organizations collapse. Organizations that do not believe in the manpower of the organization, believing in only importing people to come, take care of the affairs of the organization, showcase their talents, what they can have. You cannot satisfy when you have not been led. You cannot give when you have not been followed. You must be able to follow the train. Well, once you follow the train successfully, you have good set and line up of leadership. Leader by practice is a successful man that only comes for the needs of his people. When once you satisfy your people, you also will be satisfied. When once your people are happy, you also will be happy. A successful leader do all these things. When once you put all these things together, you train, you work, you practice. Practice is step by step. Practice does not have a particular time. Practice can be in the morning, can be in the afternoon, can be in the night. Practice can be second by second, can be inch by inch, can be time by time. Practice, a man that is in practice write down what is the need of his people. A practical leader gives ear to the listening of his people, to the yearning of his people, to the cry of his people. Are you a leader in any capacity at all, and you don't listen to the cry of your people? You're not yet a successful leader. A practical leader write down the challenges of his people, give audience to his people, move to the depth of his people, move and when look out to the solution of his people. Well, once you have done this, that makes you a successful leader. Then a successful leaders are after the goal to set up. A nation, a family that look away from the three cardinal channels of the Chinese law cannot become a successful father. He will be a failure to the nation, will be a failure to his family, will be a failure to his household. If you keep a deviation to the three Chinese policy. A Chinese policy in so many years back, Chinese was poorer than any other nations of the world because of their population. They come in with this three theory. Chinese say when you have a plan for years, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, plant seed and expansion. If you have a plan for 10 years, plant tree. If you have a plan for the future, develop man. Man development is not just for today. I pity a nation, a family that refuse man development. I pity an organization that overlook man development. I pity wherever you may be, a native, a region of wherever we talk about, that overlook man development. Man development is for the future. When you refuse developing the man, you destroy your future. And that is why, as a leader, you add all your plans to catch up in these three plans. You have plans for a year, plant seed. We have a lot of economic seeds that you must plant. These economic seeds are seeds that start yielding fruit from seeds from 3 months upward. If your budget is for a year and you start from 3 months, the economic seed, the maize, the beans, the rice seeds, pepper, okra, carrots, these are all seeds that bring us seed between 3 to 4 years. Between 12 to 16 weeks, they have started yielding fruit. Well, what you do as a man that have plans, as a good qualified leader for the future, you start selling these seeds, save the money for the future use. When you sell, you keep the money. Well, once it clock before the 1 year come, you have already developed what you want to solve the problem. And now, if you have a plan for a year, plant for 10 years, plant trees. We have a lot of economic tree that will give you what you want. You have economic tree like the cocoa, economic tree like the avocados, you have economic tree like the guava, you have economic tree like mango. All these are economic tree. We have economic tree like the coconut, we have economic tree like the pear. We have different types of economic tree, but few to mention. Well, once all these economic trees have been planted, these economic trees start between 3 to 4 years to bring out their seed, their fruit. And in these 3 to 4 years, you start selling this fruit. Between that 4 years to 10 years, you are able to achieve your plan. before the end of 10 years, you have already accumulated much more than levels of money you want to use for your achievement. You need to fix a committee that will look at a type of a seed, types of tree, the types of fruit to plant. When once this is done, you achieve your aim. Then you make your money. Before that period, you are now happy that you have made it. Then if you have a plan for the future, if your current environment is bad, if there are huge challenges in your environment, what you need to do is man development. Develop these people and prepare them for the future. A man that is not developed cannot take responsibility. A man that is not developed cannot take capacity. A man that is not developed cannot take a well-being. A man that is not developed cannot be direct. A man that is not trained cannot do anything. Then in future development, you must develop man. And once all these are put together, there is hope for the future. Leaders, qualified leaders solve problems. Good leaders listen to the needs of the people. Solve problems. Stop and excuses. Wherever you are, well, once you keep on giving an excuse in an organization, please, it's a disgrace to your generation. You don't need to give an excuse as a leader. You don't need to give an excuse to your follower. What it takes, contribute. Give all. Play your part. Bring the people to order. When once this is done, I'll see you on the top. Thank you. Subscribe to the great team. When you subscribe to the great team, if there is any comment to encourage us, comment, share, like our page, and share to others. Tell others about us. We'll see you on the top. Bye-bye.